France, in Antibes to be more precise. I am here to take my Powerboat 2 class and apply for a job on a super yacht. So I hope for the best. Meanwhile, I'm just enjoying everything. And what's not to love about France? Probably the heat. I'm super sweaty. But first, let's start from the beginning. I woke up around 3 in the morning since my flight to Nice was gonna be quite early. And of course, you wanna be at the airport on time to make sure that the gate actually exists, so that you can stare at it for 3 hours and be anxious about missing your flight. After boarding, I got to sit in the middle of the plane. It was some amazing views when we flew over the Alps. And I'm really nervous about flying actually, and the Nice airport is located with lots of water on the sides. So it felt like we were gonna land in the water before I could actually see the runway. For my luggage, I choose to bring a backpacker backpack as luggage. But I kinda wish I had brought a normal case instead. Because here in Nice, my journey really began, and I made my first big mistake. Hi everyone, this is Cassie. I have just arrived in France, in Nice, the airport in Nice. And I feel like a noob backpacker with my huge backpack. The first thing that hit me was it's really hot here. It's about 30 degrees compared to at home where it's constant rain. So right now I'm walking towards Antibes, which will be my final destination, at least for now. I have a backpacker place to stay at, so that's gonna be fun. It doesn't feel too strange to walk around with a selfie stick talking to myself, because I'm a tourist now and I can do what I want. Why were they saying hi to me? Also, I'm walking in the most boring part. It's like the backside of the airport or something. Can't believe I'm at the Nice beach. Oh, we have water and nails to step on. So I have always enjoyed walking, like walking far. I walk my dogs, I walk to cool down from emotions, I walk to listen to podcasts, I just love walking. So a 3-hour walk from Nice to Antibes shouldn't be a problem, right? Wrong. After an hour or so, I realized how fast my energy was draining in the 32-degree heat, along with my 9-kilo backpack that wasn't adjusted properly. But I kept walking. I wanted to see everything at the same time. The marinas, the beaches, the buildings. I stopped by a local store to buy some water, only to learn that they only accepted cash. In Sweden, cash is almost non-existent, so most places don't even take cash, sadly. So I was a bit surprised, since I had no cash with me. So I kept on walking and found a public fountain by a beach where I could refill my bottle. The sun was gazing down on me and I realized I had to find another way of getting to Antibes. I tried 4 different scooter/e-bike rentals, but my Swedish phone number was declined every time. I tried finding a bus stop, but I couldn't figure out where they went. And suddenly I found a train station. Even if the train was delayed by almost 1.5 hours, sitting down in the shadow made it worth it. By this time I really regretted my decision on walking. And when the train finally arrived, it was packed with people. I had no choice but to force myself onto the crowded train. I was just so relieved of not having to walk anymore. It felt so amazing to check in on my home for the next 4 days. The backpacker house. It felt more comfortable than I thought, sharing a room with 8 other people, believe it or not. Everyone was friendly and respectful. So after cooling down in my room for a while, I went down to the harbor to check out the super yachts. It felt so unbelievable seeing them in real life. Pictures and videos don't feel the same at all. These boats are just insane. Also, I just bought flip-flops because I did way too much walking on the way here. So I had to get some other shoes. And what better shoes than flip-flops? Yep. After floating around in the Mediterranean water for what felt like an eternity, I checked out the rest of the harbor and spotted the biggest yachts I had ever seen. I still couldn't believe I was actually here, on the French Riviera. And this ends my first day in France. I went to bed around 7 in the evening, completely exhausted from this first day. I'm on my way to my first boat lesson. It's gonna be interesting. And I haven't eaten much, so I look forward to lunch. I was gonna eat some breakfast before the class began, but I realized I don't have much time. When I woke up, my phone said risk of rain today. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is risk of rain, but I bought my hoodie anyway. I have underestimated how hot it is in France. I slept really well though. About 12 hours of sleep. Still needed more, I think. So there was one British instructor and 3 students. Me, a British guy and a fellow Swede. We had a short introduction before we headed down to the marina for our first boat lesson. I was really nervous by now. Was I gonna drive a boat? We got to learn how to start the boat up, of course. Safety things, what to think about, like weather conditions, waves, winds.
So when you hear that pitch change, that's when it's done. So,
and then the first lesson began. Learning how the boat moves. What happens when I turn the wheel this way or that way? We practiced in the harbor around the big boats, and I felt a little worried I would go too far and bump into an expensive boat. But I felt really safe with the instructor. He was very calm and explained everything really well. It does float if you drop it.
Well, it's more for doing rubbish camera work. So yep, start it up. Yeah. Okay, and then just make sure there's no one around. Yep, all good. So you can just click it into forwards, and we'll just come into the middle of the channel here. So once it looks like he's gone past us, so we'll just put it into neutral, and you can steer hard over towards me. That's it, all the way over. And then when you're all the way over, just click it into gear. Push us around. And same as before, just have a little look around the boat, see how it's moving. The main thing we're interested in is how far that back end is swinging out. And it might not look like much now, but when we get into tight areas, you'll see how much that back end is moving.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just go and follow this small boat there.
This is so cool.
Side. and then and then into gear as well.
Like that way?
Yep, all good. Just hold it over. Okay, you happy with that?
Yep.
Okay, we'll swap Graham on.
My instinct tells me to pull the handbrake.
Yeah. One of the biggest problems I've had recently, there you go, is people going the wrong way as they're coming to do their park. So they start.
When everyone started to feel comfortable with the boat, we started to practice how to moor the boat on the side. It felt like pocket parking a car on a really, really icy road. And as you can see, people were walking by and watching us, and a couple saw me, and the lady said, "Ooh, a female captain, how cool!" And that really put a smile on my face, and the others too. So the first part of the course is done. We have learned how to park a boat by the dock and light maneuvering. We just had some lunch. It was so amazing. That was a really amazing burger I had. And my co-classmate, he took some kind of pineapple shrimp history thing. It was really interesting. It was a great lunch. So now we're gonna continue with the class. During lunch, I talked a bit to the fellow Swede. He was there to get his Powerboat certificate to be able to work on yachts, so same as me. But he was a bit sad that we only drifted around in the harbor. He wanted to go fast. And after we got back to the boat, we indeed went fast. If I'm gonna be honest, I have always been a bit afraid of boats, and I had never been on a fast boat before. So this whole experience felt a little intense. We got to learn how to put the boat on the plane, which means that the bow is flying over the waves. It was really cool. And seeing this big open sea with almost no waves calmed me down a bit. Also, the worst thing that could happen was that someone fell off, and we all had life jackets, so... But it still felt scary when the whole boat actually took off on a wave. So while the instructor told our Swedish friend to slow down a bit, when it was my turn to drive, he kept saying, "Cassie, you can drive faster, you know, if you want to and feel comfortable." And the more I got to drive, the more confident I felt. Next up after the high-speed maneuvering, we got to practice man overboard. Don't worry, nobody had to be a volunteer to be thrown overboard. We practiced with a fender and a bucket. So we spot the man overboard, stop the boat, ask the crew to point in the direction, and then call out a mayday on the radio. We got to practice picking him up, both towards the waves and against the waves. And when you are sure that you can reach him, pull the keel cord that shuts off the engine and simply grab him. We practiced this a few times before going back to the harbor, until everyone felt confident in it. On the second day we did anchoring at sea and learned a very important thing. Always make sure that the anchor line or chain is attached to the boat. Ours was, gladly. Then we went back to the harbor again for more maneuvering around tight spaces. And of course we also had theory involved. We learned how to measure distance, plan a route, and figure out what the different buoys and markings mean at sea. and of course the important knots. After day 2 was over, we all walked away with our Powerboat 2 certificates and a good luck. The whole course had been really fun and super educational, and it was over so fast, and I kinda wanted to do it again. I felt happy, motivated, energetic. I wanted to see everything Antibes had to offer. I started walking around in the city and tried my best to take in the atmosphere. There are so many people moving around here, often very fast, but somehow it's not at all as stressy as it can be in Stockholm or other big cities I have visited. Not that Antibes is a big city, but still. It was just lovely. There we go. I bought some noodles. Curry. Did I bought the curry flavor? Oh, I was meant to buy the chicken. Apoyo. I think that's chicken. We'll see. And I bought a towel. I didn't fit one in my bag on the way here, so I was thinking I might as well buy one. So yeah, here we are. First towel I found cost 65 euro. I was thinking that's a bit much for a towel. So then I got a tip from the Powerboat instructor. There's like a supermarket thing where you can buy things like that. So I found this and it was discounted, 7 euros. Also, yeah, I have some dinner. I bought it because it has pictures on it. Bacon fumé, emmental, mayonnaise ligérée. That's my French. I wish I could enjoy the view more, but at least I get to see the mountains. Yeah, there we go. This is so beautiful. It's amazing this place exists. And a little bit later on, I'm gonna meet up with some other Swedes that are also here to search for jobs on super yachts. So yeah, I'm also gonna take a swim before that. Yay! Let's hope this is good. Swimming in the Mediterranean is just so unreal. The water is so clear and warm, and I just lay there and floated with the incoming waves. Sunset is absolutely magical. I'm checking in all these cool super yachts here. Well, yeah, when I'm recording this, I have just passed my Powerboat 2 exam, so I'm now allowed to drive fast boats or tender boats for boats like this. And I'm really happy and really proud of myself because I did that. And yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna start dock walking and hopefully I'll find a job. I'm hoping for a day job first. These boats are insane. So yeah, I'll get some experience and maybe I'll get a bit longer shifts. Yeah, anything can happen, and if I don't find a job I'll just go home and try again some other time. Right now I'm gonna visit or meet up with some fellow Swedes I haven't met before. We're gonna meet on the beach and have some drinks. So there are other Swedes in that is doing what I'm doing, and it's gonna be nice to meet some Swedes. And I don't know any French, and they prefer not to speak English here, so yeah. So this is the room I live in. That's my locker. That's my bed. These are other people's lockers and beds. Just gotten ready to go out. Shower, bathroom. Keeping clothes drying. it's just next to the harbor. So yeah, I'm ready to head outside. The party life of Antibes was really cool to experience. The whole town came to life. We were about 5 people talking about yachting, how to get a job, what it's like to work on a yacht, what to avoid and such. One girl told us she had been working on a boat where she had to sign the papers on not to talk about what she had seen or who she had met. She wasn't even allowed to have her phone because there was a risk she could take pictures. And I'm glad that is not the standard. The next day I didn't do much. I felt exhausted in general after all the stuff I had done and seen on my journey. But I did gather up some energy to go outside on the afternoon, which I am glad for. I even did a live stream on my Twitch channel. Hi everyone! We are in Antibes, France. Isn't it amazing? It's super duper hot though. So right now I'm thinking we're gonna go up. There's like a little mountain with a castle on it. So we have to go. Welcome to the stream also. This is the biggest truck I have seen in France, I think. All the trucks are so small. So yeah, I think this is the way. Party, party, party. Wow. Look at this. Look at that. I want to sit here and look cute. It wasn't as hot as I thought. Sorry for the video quality. The internet connection wasn't the best around here. So I strolled around, enjoying the scenery and talking to the chat on a live stream. I really love making YouTube videos, but there is something different about talking to my viewers live. Sharing my thoughts and getting instant feedback is really special. And the conversation has a different flow when it's live, compared to when I click record on the camera and start talking. After I came back to the harbor, a boat owner started talking to me. That felt really cool.
Hello.
Hi!
Hi, Tobias.
Yes.
Which kind of?
Trucker Cassie.
How many people follow you?
133,000.
You from?
Sweden. Up north. You don't want to work as a truck driver anymore? Yeah, I do. I just want to take a little break because I want to see something new. Like this, for example. Right? It's so beautiful. I really enjoyed Antibes. The whole town is equipped with water fountains. That's very convenient.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
I walked around some more and finally I got myself a proper meal. With some help from the chat in the live stream, I decided to go for a delicious pasta. So I'm staying here somewhere, and I walked this way, and I walked around this whole thing. I'm back. Good evening. I have done so much walking right now. Today, yesterday, the day before that. So what have I learned about France this far? The people here prefer not to speak English. if they can, which can be a bit like But everyone has been nice though, and people are usually helpful and nice. Also, I have never seen so many people carry around baguettes and wearing striped shirts. I have never seen this amount of people with that combination like I have in France. So it's like a stereotypical thing, I think. But yeah, I'm feeling good, feeling warm. I have applied for or I asked 2 boat owners if they have any free position, but they were like, no, we have a full crew right now. And yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna do some more dock walking, hand out my CV, hope for a job as a deckhand or a stew. I'm hyped for it. And also my hotel is the last night tomorrow, or tonight. So yeah, I could go somewhere else. We'll see what happens. Meanwhile, I'm gonna walk a bit more in the nighttime in Antibes. And also it feels like things aren't as dangerous here as they are at home. People have their dogs walking loose and everything just works. And I was down by the beach swimming, and the parents brought their kids out to the deep water and they were just swimming. Yeah, and people drive like crazy. They're crazy drivers here. I would never dare to drive in France. They are like this close to each other, and everyone is honking, everyone's making U-turns in the most crazy times. But somehow it works. It's feeling way less stressful than home in Sweden, especially in Stockholm. So yeah, it's a different kind of pace somehow. Things are going fast, but at the same time it's relaxed. I don't know. I like it. I have walked so much today, but it's so worth it. So in order to get a job at a super yacht, you need to either have contacts, agencies, Facebook ads, or you can do dock walking, where you hand out your CV and say that you're available. And that's what we're gonna be doing right now. Wish me luck. I actually talked to one person. He came up to me because of my tattoos. He said, I love tattoos. And he works on a boat. And he said he will bring my CV to the captain of his boat. And I'm like, yeah, that's perfect. And then it's like, do you want to go for a drink maybe after? I want to get to know you. And I'm like, I just want a job. I don't want a date. So I'm hoping for my best. But I'm also thinking I want to see another city, so maybe I'm gonna take the train and move on a little bit. Maybe to Italy, I don't know, why not? I really feel like I can do anything right now. If I find a job, awesome. If I don't, I can always do some more traveling, keep searching for jobs. This is me, symbolically handing over my CV rented a nice boat for cool video effect. Here you go, sir. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Have a nice day. Wow. That boat has like a beak. Bye, backpacker house. It was a really nice stay there. Time to move on. And I have been here for 4 days now, and I'm having a great time. It's just this heat is a bit much for me. I am so hot all the time. So I went to France to find a job on a super yacht. And today has been my first day of dock walking, so I've been walking around, handing out my CV, saying hi, do you need a worker? And everyone is like, nope, full crew. Like you expected. Most people find a job within like 4 weeks or so. So I don't expect to find a job like super now. I wouldn't mind going back home also, because I really miss my dogs, my cats. But yeah, the main reason I went to Antibes is because they have this course called Powerboat 2, where you learn how to drive tender boats, and I have done that. I passed, and now I can drive tender boats. Feels pretty strange. I have this huge bag with me. I don't know why I have packed so much stuff. It weighs like 9 kilos, I think. It's way too much. I should maybe throw some stuff out. I really like France, from what I've seen. I can't wait to see more. There's 2 parts of me that is like, I want to see the whole rest of the world right now. And the other part want to go home and see my pets and go back to normal for a while, because this is a huge experience. On day 3 after the Powerboat course, I was in bed for like all day almost, because I was so exhausted from all the impressions and such. So, but yeah, right now I have checked out from the backpacker house, and I'm going to Monaco to see Monaco. I don't think I will be staying there though. I think maybe I will go back to Nice or maybe see Italy. Anything can happen.